Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, I'm back in the backwoods again. Backwoods Bastard is an 11% bourbon barrel-aged Scotch ale from Founders Brewing Company in Grand Rapids, Michigan. In October of last year, Founders released Backwoods Bastard. It was the fifth in the 2017 Barrel Age series. When it was announced that Backwoods Bastard would become a year-long release and the second of their Barrel Age series of 2018, I think it's safe to say it caught everyone off guard. Having it available all year round is a good thing, especially if you weren't able to get it back in October, but I don't think I expected it to come so quickly on the heels of KBS, which was just released nationwide about a week and a half ago. What makes this even more interesting is that Founders also announced that Dankwood, their barrel-aged version of Ridiculous, would be hitting stores sometime this month too. To put that in perspective, that will put half of the barrel-aged 2018 lineup out in the first 4 months of the year. There's 6 releases of the barrel-aged series this year, and we'll have 3 by the end of April. So because we're only 6 months removed from the 2017 release, I'm going to do something I don't usually do, and I'm going to put these 2 releases head-to-head to compare a slightly aged version of Backwoods Bastard up against a newborn bottle. So I have my old 2017 aged version, and there's a few things to note that are different about these two. I'm going to do a close-up here so that you'll be able to see this. But the big differences, at least on the front, are that the 2017 version has more of a brownish embossed line around the labels, and the 2018 version has a blue embossed label around it. And the only other thing that I noticed that was different on the back here is that the backs are a little bit darker on the new one, on the 2018 version. The 2017 is a little bit lighter. It's a bit more defined. And on the 2018 edition, they don't have the year 2018 on the top corner like they do on the 2017 edition. But that's really all that's different. Again, when I picked this up, I just picked this up yesterday, and I thought it was kind of interesting that this one had the blue line around it. And I was like, I just thought to myself, that's not how the other one was. So enough with that. We're going to get down to business. This one actually my 2017 has some dust on it. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 different glasses. I'm going to use this snifter, and I'm going to use the KBS, the new 2018 KBS glass for the 2018 Backwoods Bastard, just so I kind of keep it straight in my head. So let's set this off to the side. We're going to pour the 2017 version first. It's a gold cap. They both have gold caps. Founders Barrel Age series and the gold cap. Set that to the side. Immediately opening this, I just smell the vanilla, smell the bourbon. Yeah, right away. Smell a little bit of that oaky bourbon barrel. And we're going to pour this. Pours nice and thick. Got a nice head on it. This is the 2017 edition, holding up to the light. It is not totally opaque. It is a little bit transparent. It's dark, like a plummy brown kind of color. Really nice color. And this, I'm going to open up the 2018 version. Let's set these out of the way. So this is a 2017 version. 2018 version. Let's give this a whiff. The bourbon's a little bit more subdued in this. I'm still getting big bourbon scent. The oak and the vanilla that I've smelled in this one are kind of just a little bit subdued. It's not as strong, so let's pour this one. Color is about the same. I'm not going to pour this whole glass, but I will be drinking both of these afterwards, don't worry. And again, the big difference is the ABV, and it's not that different. The 2017 is 11.2, the 2018 is 11%. So I'm going to try the 2018 version first. I didn't get as much of a head. The pour might have been a little bit different because of the glass, but it's got a bigger nose on it out of the glass here. Yeah, like I said, I'm picking up on the bourbon. I am picking up a little bit on the oak, a tiny bit on the vanilla, but it's a little bit more subdued. This was a little bit more out front. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Wow, this has a lot of bourbon taste to it. There's a lot of alcohol kind of evaporating on my tongue. I can feel it kind of coming through my nose a little bit. But yeah, the 2018 version, a lot more boozy. Well, very boozy. Let's put, because I haven't tried this one yet. So it's got a really boozy quality to it. It's not very thick. I was expecting the mouthfeel to be a little bit thicker. It's a little bit on the lighter end of bourbon barrel. You know, sometimes you get the bourbon barrel stuff that's really thick. This is not really thick. It's not like a lager, but it's got a thickness to it, but it's not super thick. It's not cloying. It's very boozy. I'm getting a little bit of bourbon. I am getting a little bit of vanilla on the back end. Let's get one more taste just to make sure. But yeah, big time bourbon. A little bit of a burn in the back of my throat. So, and it is actually, if I look at these, this one, you know, with the light shining through it, there's a little bit less in here, but it is a little bit lighter. All right, so we're going to move on to the 2017 edition. Like I said, the bourbon's a little bit more subtle. Get a little bit more of the vanilla out of this, a little bit more of the oak. Cheers. And yeah, the 2017 version is a little bit thicker. A little bit on the thicker end, a little bit less on the boozy end. It's got a little bit more of that Scotch ale kind of spice to it. Whereas this, I'm not really picking up on much of the Scotch ale, the 2017 version. I'm not picking up on a lot of the Scotch ale part of it. I'm picking up on a lot of the bourbon part of it. But this one on the 2017... I'm picking up, again, thicker mouthfeel, lighter on the boozy taste, a little bit more of the vanilla, a little bit more of that oaky flavor to it. It kind of, I feel a little bit more of the oak and the vanilla on the back of my tongue. And I'm not sure if that's because this is aged. It's hard to say, you know, you put this stuff in a time, if you could put this in a time capsule and you could say, okay, this is what this tasted like here. This is what this tastes like here. Maybe it's, you know, maybe we could tell more of a difference, but at least what I would say, if these were equal when they were out of the bottle, when they were fresh, I would say if you're getting your Backwoods Bastard, you're stocking up for it. Good thing is it's year round. It'll be available all year, but I would say age the 2018 version a little bit. You might pick up, it might kind of settle down a little bit, might get a little bit smoother, might get a little bit more of the bourbon taste will kind of subside a little bit more, and more of those other flavors will pop up out of it, a little bit more of the caramel, a little bit more of the you know, the roast, the smokiness of it. But yeah, I mean, what I'm going to say is right off the bat here, I'm liking the 2017 version a lot more. That you might actually be able to find this on the shelves. If you're looking for Backwoods Bastard and you see it on the shelf and you're not sure if it's a 2017 or 2018 edition, the really easy way to remember if it's 2017 is if it has this reddish brown embossing around the label. If it's blue, it's the 2018 edition. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I would stick with 2017. If you still have 2017, I wouldn't run out and go buy 2018 unless you wanted to buy this so that you could age it. And the difference is, so this one was bottled on 9/27/2017. This one was bottled on 3/20/2018. So this is just a few weeks old. This is like less than a month old. And this one is, you know, 6 months, a little over 6 months old. So again, if I had to pick between the two right now, I'd go with the 2017 edition. The 2018 edition seems like it just needs to age a little bit more, and then it'll be fine. But I'll come back and revisit the 2018 edition a little bit later in the year from the 4-pack that I picked up. And, you know, maybe I'll update the comments below the video and give you an idea of what I'm seeing at that time. All right, friends, that is Founders 2018 edition of Backwoods Bastard. What do you think of all these barrel-aged releases being just clumped up so close together? And have you had the 2018 edition of Backwoods Bastard yet? Have you put it up against 2017, and what do you think about the differences between the two? Let me know all about it in the comments down below, and while you're down there, why not like, share, or subscribe? I'm releasing Michigan beer videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so stay tuned for the next episode. You can also find links to my social media, some merch I have available, and my blog at girafftherapy.com. So until next time, I'm Sean from Giraffe Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and don't forget to treat yourself to a little giraffe therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.